Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you my steps on what I've done so far. First started off with a oil-based clay, that's Plastina. You can use any oil-based clay, but that's the one I used. Best to use medium or firm, not soft. Let's see, next part was my first attempt. I just kind of pushed it onto a mannequin arm, but as you can see it looked horrible. It didn't work out at all, so I ended up rolling it out on the kitchen counter like a sheet of dough, and after doing all the work on the flat surface, then I put it on the mannequin. Here it is back on the mannequin. I'm going to spray it with some high gloss spray, that way it'll look like metal. That's the final look I want, really shiny instead of matte. Otherwise you could use ease release, which will come out matte. Then I put the Rebound 25. I just mix equal parts into a little cup and mix. And then I kind of brush it on with a brush. I do some dabbing motions, but I get it really thin so that all the details come out. So that's your first layer. And yeah, you can see just dab and it comes out really thin. And you just get a little bit of it on there. This is the second coat, still really thin, and as you can see it goes out to the mannequin. This is the 5X that makes it thicker. So on the third layer it's a little thicker, and on the fourth layer it's even thicker than that, so that way it's nice and strong. I added the registration keys so it'll hold in place in the rigid form. And the rigid form I used freeform air. I just mixed it by hand in a bowl, kind of like you're making dough. And it came out pretty easy to use, and you just slap it onto the mannequin hand. You don't want to go more than halfway, and I went more than halfway, so that was a pain in the butt. I had a really hard time getting it off of the whole mannequin hand. So go less than halfway, probably do it in 3 instead of 2 parts like I did. So that was way too much. Yeah, that didn't help. So as you can see, I even broke the rigid form. There's a crack you'll see. But yeah, it's not easy. So make it in less, in more than 2 halves. So as you can see right here, that split, it's more than halfway. So you want it less than halfway, and that way it'll come out easier. And then I also put Vaseline on the surface of the orange and the gray that's going to come back together, so it doesn't stick together as bad as it did. And I take the Smooth Cast 65D, I do equal parts, mix, then pour it in there, and then just swirl it around and get it into all the cavities. That's 4 layers of Smooth Cast 65D, and it's nice and thick. And then after that, you just pull it off like a glove, and that's your finished piece. You just trim off the excess on the top, and any holes you can patch up with some more Rebound 25. Just patch it up. And otherwise, that's it. And then I just trim and primer and paint with automotive paint. So, hope that helps.